Hello, hello, welcome guys. Come on in. How's everyone doing? Whew, last weekend was amazing. Yesterday was fun. I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to because, well, life. But what I did get to attend of our Your Path Forward course was awesome. So looking forward to doing some more today. Yeah. Who is ready to get some writing done? Crystal, happy Sunday, writers. How are you? I'm doing good. Jenna, hey y'all. Had a rough start to the day, but making it in to finish writing chapter 29 to book 4, maybe more. Ooh, nice. High fives to that like button. Love it. Elizabeth, good afternoon. Angry Watermelon, hello, hello. Lori, hello, hearties. Jenna, hope your day is better than it was. Yes, it, it can only get better. Mary, hello. How's it going, hon? Elizabeth, I was watching reels on Facebook and then heard this when I paused a reel and it startled me. I was like, oh yeah, I clicked on the luster so I could have it open when it started. Nice, thank you. Birdie, hello. It's been a while. Yes, it has. How you doing? Okay, guys, we are going to borrow a little bit of what we did during our virtual writing retreat because I know we still have some new people around, and also it's nice every once in a while to put our 2-minute micro sprint plan back in. So we're going to start off with a 2-minute micro sprint plan. For anyone that is new, that is a system I came up with to help define and break down what I'm going to work on before I do a sprint. So it's very much writing focused because these are writing sprints. So what you want to use is in the prompt in the first sprint I will, or in the next sprint I will, depending on whether or not you've written today. And you have a few questions you basically want to think about here. My brain. Oh my. Okay. Wasn't let my brain wake up. I have had one sip of coffee. Not a good thing, guys. Let's see. What do you need to reveal about character, plot, and set? Oh my. We're going to try that again. What you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting. What you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page. Hint, they don't always cooperate and do that. We try our best. That's all we do, right? The obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them. The action steps that you need to move through. Beginning, middle, end. Story beats. Whatever it is that works for you. That's what we're harnessing here. The resources you're going to need. So that can be as simple as a tall glass of water, your favorite hot beverage or beverage, your notes, your post-it notes, your tech that you're going to use, the craft books you're going to use, whatever it is, have it around you, have it within reach. The idea is to not disturb flow and be able to have everything you need around you. The outcome you're looking for, especially if you know where the scene needs to lead to connect to something already written or that you know you're going to write. And then any story questions that you might have for yourself about the story, things that are bugging you, things that are not sitting well. Okay, guys, I use a specific little notebook here just for sprints. It didn't start out that way, but that's what it's turned into. This was my little writing notebook, but now it has become just my sprinting notebook. So every time we do sprints, I sit down and I open to a fresh page. And if I'm doing the 2-minute micro sprint plan, I do in the first sprint, I will. And I write out anything that comes to mind. And then if I'm journaling, then I do voice journaling, which was what we'll do later on. So sometimes I'm in an analytical mood and I kind of just journal using some of the same ideas as the 2-minute micro sprint plan. But often I usually try to voice journal and write in the character's voice and their point of view and see what they have to tell me about the story. So today, let's do the 2-minute micro sprint plan. In the first sprint, I will. And let's begin. I'll see you guys on the other side of 2 and see what you came up with. And go. Okay. What did you guys come up with? My character is avoiding a phone call. She does not want to make this phone call. She has all sorts of mixed feelings. This is works to they've made a massive move, and other family is packing up the house, and they want to know if what they want her to want what done with her mother's stuff, and she hasn't processed all of that because her dad didn't really handle it well, and now he's gone too. So it's like she's got all this grief tied up in this new life, and that she kind of has over and over been pushing aside. And now the questions are coming, well, what do you want to do with this stuff? And it's kind of a hard phone call, but at least it's kind of an easy phone call in a way, because all she says is pack it up. But at the same time, it comes with all this other emotional stuff. Let's see. Lori, welcome back. Birdie, yes. Elizabeth, it is snowing where I am. We are blissfully done with snow, at least for the moment. Let's see. In the first sprint, I will start writing a chapter in this developmental draft. Nice. Birdie, thank you, Lori. Elizabeth, my narrator is a girl, and she throws a temper tantrum when it is time to board the plane to move across the United States with her parents and sister. Oh my. I saw a video of one the other day. I was like, oh my, it was like an 8-hour flight, and this kid apparently did this the entire screaming thing the entire time. I'm like, oh wow. Yikes. We're actually flown my kids, so not kids anymore. Let's see. Marin, in the first sprint, my characters get a new job opportunity that they're apprehensive about. Nice. Lori, in the next sprint, I will continue working on my outline, which I've been procrastinating on for my new series. I need to flesh out my character's goals for 3 acts along with motives and conflicts. Nice. You got this, son. You got this. Okay, guys. We are going to do, I should have said this up front. We are going to proceed after this with a 45-minute sprint, a 5-minute journaling session, in which we're going to kind of break down what we're going to do with our next 45-minute sprint. And then we're going to wrap it up with a 5-minute cool down, just kind of getting all the bits out of our heads that we didn't quite get on the page, so that we have them stored somewhere for the next time we write. Because often we're coming up with ideas as we're writing, and if they don't quite get to the page because we run out of time, we don't want to lose that good stuff. So we want to write it down somewhere. And then at 6 p.m. Eastern, guys, we are going to do our February plan with me. And we're going to just dive on in and set ourselves up for a wonderful new month ahead. So come and join me for that. Elizabeth, this girl is also an anxious mess and is having a panic attack. I don't know if mine will go quite that far. I think this is more the avoidance thing. Like I think she's going to be a bit abrupt. She's also afraid that if they do research on the area, they'll find out that she lied, and I don't want to have that either. So it's like, okay, well, she's kind of dancing around all these different things. Some of them painful, some of them good, some of them a lie that she's keeping from everyone, and so on and so on. Elaine sliding into the door. I'm continuing Sarah's Your Path Forward today. Nice. Yeah, I gotta get back to it too. Okay, guys, let's dive in. We're going to throw ourselves onto the page for 45 minutes. For anyone that is new to 45-minute sprints, it's so nice. You get to dive in deep. You're not going to be interrupted just as you hit flow state, which I find often happens with a 20 and 25-minute sprint. I love them when I'm doing something that I don't want to do. But when it's something that I enjoy, I don't want to be interrupted just as I get into that deep flow state, right? So that's why the 45-minute sprint was born, because it allows you to not be interrupted and you get to get into the really good stuff of the story. Elizabeth Tulane, welcome. I flew in over the door early and I came in under the door. You came in under the doorway. Lovely. Love you guys. Kat, hey, I'm just now here at the community kitchen about to decorate cheesecakes. Yum. Elaine to Elizabeth. Hi. Okay, guys, let's dive in. 45 minutes, deep breath. We're going to pour ourselves on the page. We're going to move our stories forward, and we're going to get some magic going. And we're going to just get to know our characters. We're going to give them a little bit of free rein just to see what they want to do. They often have a better idea about the story than we do. So let's dive in. I'll see you guys on the other side of 45. Good luck. Good writing. How did you guys do? I did not write that one. I decided, Lori reminded me again last week that try to create some templates for the planning session, and I think I have them. They're not perfect, but I am trying to figure out how to make them so you guys can access them. I think I'm almost there, so they should be in the description of our planning session for 6 p.m. Eastern tonight, so you guys can print them out. I have a feeling, given this size, that they'll probably only be able to work for probably a goal or two, but that's okay. Then just print out more than one, right? That's what I'm thinking. We'll find out when we get there. I usually was doing it on my big grid paper pad that sits on my desk, which is like 11 by 17. So I'm used to having double that space. But my printer is only capable of giving me, standard, letter size. So maybe legal. She might do legal too. Not sure. So we'll get that going to you guys. And that way you guys can download that in time for it. Let's see. Where should we leave off? Jenna ran a load of trash to the dump first and now ready to get the next one. Okay, words are nice. Thank you for doing these today. You're so welcome, hon. That's the size of that mug is glorious. This one is the hubby gifted to me. I love this mug. I love that man. Delicious. Okay, guys. Elizabeth, reading this girl having a panic attack reminds me when I had daily anxiety attacks and frequent panic attacks. I used to have horrible anxiety, but thankfully I don't have horrible anxiety anymore. I'm glad for that, Anne. This scene feels so real and raw. This girl is struggling for obvious reasons, and it's hard to make her go through this. But this is what she needs to do. This needs to happen in the story. Oh, love that. That's powerful. Lori, are we still in the first sprint? Yes. My daughter called and I'm dealing with issues with her. I was in a good mood. Oh, hon, hugs. Oh, I hope it improves. Jenna, about to cross 1,500 words on this chapter, hoping for at least 2K. You've got that, the son. Going to finish this battle scene between brothers after doing some chores and starting dinner, though. Nice. Elizabeth, I wrote 573 words. I wrote... how many of these are? Now we have templates, guys. I hope that'll make it easier for us to sit down and plan together. Let's see, Laura. Yeah. You guys will have to tell me what works and what doesn't. And I've tweaked the New World Vision one because I felt like the gap that was missing is I had where we were basically starting from, or where we're at, and the new world. But I wanted the step in between of the next steps we were going to take, because we know where we're headed, we know where we've been, but now we want to know, what does that look like for the month of February, right? Mary, I've been doing surveys. Weird, but I didn't even hear the stream start up. Maybe because I was already on a survey. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't allow it to ding and stuff, right? I simulated Sarah. I made it. Better late than never. Hey, perfectly fine, hon. Elaine, I got my admin done. Moving on to your path forward. Next sprint. Nice. Marin, I got to 1,400 words in. Nice. Perfect, guys. Beautiful. Okay, we are going to do our next 5 minutes journaling. Our first 5-minute journaling. Did 2-minute micro sprint plan before. Okay, guys. If you are using the 2-minute structure, in the first sprint, no, not in the first sprint, in the next sprint, I'm not enough caffeine, guys. It's in the cup. It needs to be in me. What you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them, the action steps you're going to move through to beginning, middle, and end, story beats, whatever it may be, you do you, right? The resources you're going to need at hand. If you bring a coffee and you need a coffee, drink your coffee. I'm not using my own advice. And if you forgot anything, don't feel bad about it, guys. Jump on up and grab it. Nothing bad about that. We are human. We are flawed. We make mistakes. Little ones, hopefully. jump up, fix it, get whatever you need around you so the next sprint can just hum. Okay, guys? And then finally, the outcome you're looking for and any story questions you might have for yourself. Again, I'm going to voice journal and see what she has to tell me. And I'm going to try to work just in a few minutes on getting the templates up by getting those links active for you guys. That way I can get them into the description as fast as possible once we're done here. First I have to figure out how to do that. I think I know how, but I don't want to mess it up because then you guys won't be able to get at them, and I want to get this right. So, okay guys, let's dive in with our 5-minute journaling and figure out what we're going to do during our next 45-minute sprint together, and go. Oh, pardon me. How did that one go for you guys? I just got through journaling, found another character that is going to act more as an antagonist to the story, to the main character. He's family, but he's family that kind of feels like he's entitled to have taken the business and everything instead of going to his niece and nephew. And a little bit of stress going on there. That was fast. I know. It seems like you do the 2 minute, and then when you do the 5 minutes, like blink. I don't know how that is. All right, guys. We are gonna dive on into another sweet 45. Then we'll wrap up with a nice cool down 5 minutes journaling, just like I said, to get all those little sweet bits out of our heads and onto paper. And then we'll take a little break and we'll come back together at 6 p.m. Eastern and get our planning on for February. I'm not going to be able to have time to do a weekly as well, so grab the replay from last week for the weekly, okay, guys? Elizabeth, I need to figure out exactly how she cools down from this panic attack. Her dad helps her by buying her a snack in the airport, so her having a beverage and some trail mix will help her. Okay. Maybe they could have a little talk, or the dad character could sort of protect her from, how do I put that? Protect her from someone else, maybe giving her the side eye kind of thing and making her feel more uncomfortable again, telling her to ignore them, and I don't know, something like just kind of look at the environment. What could be kind of still pressing in on her, right? Lori, in the next sprint, I will continue working on my outline, but may do some tarot draws for scene ideas. Oh, I like that. I didn't do much in the first sprint as I was on the phone. Hey, it happens, son. It happens. Simulator Sarah, I'm going to keep writing. It's my goal to write 3,000 words today. Nice. Let's put the good idea. Yeah, just look at the environment and see. There's got to be something that can kind of delay the cool down a bit, right? Okay, guys, we are going to dive on into our next sprint, 45 minutes. Who is ready to get some words? Who's ready to see what their characters want to tell them next? Ignore my phone. I did not have that muted. Oh, well. Oops. There we go. It is the daughter giving me the information I need so I can share the template. Let's see. Similar to Sarah, Elizabeth, maybe they go for a walk in the airport. Yeah, actually, that's kind of nice. I mean, if they have that downtime, right? She is afraid of the plane malfunctioning or a baby crying all flight, as well as moving so far away from her parents. So yeah, increase that anxiety. Maybe have an aunt who is having a child and she realizes that she's having a baby and she's not going to be there for her or something, just to kind of increase all the things that she's going to miss. There's things she's anticipating that are coming and she's moving so far away from it, right? Okay, guys, we're going to dive on in. 45 minutes. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side. how did that go for you guys? I got about 700 words, and I figured out I think how to share this thing, so that'll be up next. And then you guys can download them and be ready for print them out, or use them on your iPad. That might actually be a good way of doing it. And then you guys will be good to go for our next session. Okay, guys. How did you do? She procrastinated. She realized she goofed. She forgot something she needed. She procrastinated trying to do research online, knowing that that's not really where she was going to find anything. Then she spent some time thinking about how she could betray her brother a little bit. And then finally she pulled out her phone and basically scrolled to her cousin's phone number and looked at it like, do I really have to do this? I should do this. Am I already too late? Maybe I should get to this. Let's see. So Elizabeth added that she helped out on the farm and enjoys being with the farm animals. So I suggested maybe she could be missing the birth of a colt or some other animal that she was close to as well. And she had a great idea. One of the goats is pregnant. She is going to miss the birth of that goat. She has seen a goat birth before, but she didn't want to miss this and is sad about missing it. Yeah, so kind of keep that something she's anticipating. Faith the Fallen. I'm having to do math as part of my drafting, and this is frustration. Breathe. Step by step. It's tedious more than anything else. Be kind to yourself. Jenna finished and posted chapter 29, started chapter 30, but the floor still called my name for a mop job with an audiobook in my ear. Thank you for hosting. You're so welcome, hon. Lori, that was 45 minutes. Wow, I didn't write, but used my tarot cards to figure out some scenes, and wow, I was able to work out 2 chapters. I'm psyched. Ooh, I love that. Elizabeth, I wrote some notes down about this chapter and what happens after this chapter. Nice. Similar to Sarah, I wrote 1,269. Sweet. Mary, I earned 25 cents off loud. I'm close to $10 though, at which point I'll be able to cash out. Nice. We do have a 5-minute cool down, guys. So just to get all those bits out of our heads and down onto paper, where it's going to serve us best. So we need our notebooks one more time, and let's get out all those little bits that we didn't quite get onto the page into our notebooks for future us to use for our writing session next time. Next weekend is Double Down Day on Saturday, and Sunday is, I want to say there's something on Sunday and I cannot remember what it is. I will update when I know. Dina jumped in the last 6 minutes. We'll maybe catch you on the replay. Nice. Thank you, hon. Stories and Stoneware, 456 words. Join halfway through the sprint. Nice. Okay, guys, let's get together here for our last little cool down sprint of 5 minutes just to get all those sweet bits out of our heads and onto paper. Okay, guys, begin. So how are you guys doing? How did that go? I got out. She is in a tough spot, and I love how that kind of worked out, that she now is, part of her feels like she should have stayed and packed up the house and did all that. She's so terrified of staying there that she made her brother leave early and left the rest of the family to pack it up. And now she doesn't know. Now she's kind of in the spiral of whether or not she can trust them to pack everything up, and what will they keep, and should, if they, I need to come up with an object that they that she fears they will choose to keep. I'm not sure what it'll be, but I got to come up with something. I'm looking forward to writing the next scene. Let's see. Elizabeth, this girl narrator in my novel, has a nightmare the first time she's in Boston, and the chapter ends with her waking up from it. Now to figure out what happens in her nightmare. Ooh, like that. Okay, guys. We are going to take a wee little break. It should be about 45-50 minutes. And then we're going to come back together and get our monthly planning done for February. I am going to get those templates into the description for the plan with me, so you guys can download that. Fingers crossed, I got this all figured out. I think I do. I think I figured it out. I'll try to test it and see, or maybe get the daughter to test it or something and see if it downloads well. And fingers crossed, this is going to be our first plan with me with an actual template. I think this will be very cool. I could have a scary monster come to her in the big school in Boston and wrestle her since she's afraid of going to school in Boston. Oh, it's the beginning of July when she arrives in Boston. Oh, so no tour of the school done. Maybe she was went for a walk around the school, and maybe there's like a dark corner or something that she can twist into her nightmares of this really dark entryway or something, right? Something playful, right? Playful? That's not quite the right word. All right, I now have a better idea where my characters are going. Granted, this is all for my outline, but I can't write without an outline. Here, yeah. The tarot cards really helped me work out some scenes and me even more, and get even more ideas. Thanks again. You are so welcome. Stories and Stoneware. Thanks, Elizabeth. You are so welcome. Elizabeth, this girl has PTSD from things that have happened in her life with her parents, especially with her mother being chronically ill. Nice. No, she is creative and has an idea what the school could look like. Oh, I see. Okay. Mary, thanks for letting me hang out while I'm doing these surveys. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the live fun with me, but I will catch the replay if I can. Have a great rest of the evening. You too, hun. Okay, guys, we're going to have a nice little break, so reset your space for planning. Get those templates printed up. I'm going to get them on there as fast as I can, so give me about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes to figure that out, and I'll get those things up for you. And then we're going to dive on in and get our planning session done. I'm looking forward to February. I feel like my energy is up. The novel is moving along. Ideas are coming to me. And then it feels more like the character is speaking to me at this one. So the other one, I felt more manufactured. I don't know. It felt like I was pushing everything to happen. Where this one, the character's kind of like, no, this needs to happen, that needs to happen, which just feels so much more organic and nice on the page. She has looked at pictures of the school. Perfect. Okay, guys, I will see you shortly for our Plan With Me session at 6 p.m. Eastern. So go and enjoy your 45-minute break. Get a tall glass of water and refresh that. Get a new fresh beverage of choice. And get your planner stuff out and print off those templates, and I'll see you guys shortly. Thank you for hanging out with me, and have an amazing week, guys. If you cannot join me for the plan with me today, when you can, take a look and see what you think. We use the power of story to plan. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.